Everyone is asking the same question. Will AI take my job? But what if we are asking the wrong question? Because, according to some of the latest research from PwC and BCG, AI may not be changing jobs as much as it's changing something even more important. Yes, your status, your influence, your responsibilities, and ultimately your earning potential. That sounds strange, doesn't it? After all, if AI can write code, draft reports, analyze data, and generate presentations in seconds, shouldn't humans become less valuable? The number suggests something very different. Let's explore them together. Today, let's explore why AI may be changing status more than jobs. Welcome to Build the Dreamverse. Meet two distinct knowledge workers. On one side is someone whose day is consumed by execution, typing, formatting, researching, building reports, and compiling information. Their entire workday revolves around producing the final deliverable. On the other side is someone calmly reviewing a finished draft generated in seconds. They verify information, challenge assumptions, apply business context, and make decisions. For decades, organizations rewarded the first worker, the person doing the visible work, the person producing the output. But artificial intelligence is changing that equation. And this is where most conversations about AI go wrong. People assume AI's biggest impact will be job loss. The research suggests the bigger story is job transformation. When people see AI generated code, reports, presentations, and analysis, the conclusion feels obvious. If the machine can do the work, why keep the worker? Yet the data tells a different story. According to Boston Consulting Group, only about 10 to 15% of jobs face potential elimination. Meanwhile, roughly 50 to 55% of jobs are expected to be reshaped. The role remains, but the routine changes. The primary disruption of AI isn't necessarily removing workers, it's changing what workers spend their time doing. Think of a modern knowledge worker's role as a vertical stack of responsibilities. At the bottom sit repetitive tasks: drafting, formatting, basic research, and routine execution. Higher up sit review, coordination, communication, and strategic thinking. Artificial intelligence is rapidly absorbing the lower layers. As a result, human attention is being pushed upward. Workers are increasingly spending their time supervising outputs, handling exceptions, communicating decisions, and coordinating teams. The repetitive grind is shrinking, the judgment layer is expanding. The shift is already producing measurable results. Companies with greater exposure to AI tools are reporting productivity growth approximately 40% higher than organizations with lower exposure. Removing repetitive execution changes how employees spend their day. Instead of producing work, they increasingly direct work. Even entry-level employees begin performing tasks that previously belonged to more experienced professionals. In many organizations, workers are moving closer to the responsibilities traditionally associated with managers and decision makers. Think about that for a moment. The real value may no longer come from creating the first draft. The real value may come from deciding what the draft should achieve in the first place. Compensation data suggests the labor market is already rewarding this shift. PwC reports that AI-enhanced professionalized roles are growing twice as fast as roles where AI simply democratizes routine work. Workers in these roles have experienced approximately 42% faster wage growth since 2021. As technical execution becomes easier and more scalable, human capabilities become increasingly valuable. Judgment, empathy, leadership, communication, and strategic thinking. Research shows new tasks emerging in AI exposed roles are significantly more likely to depend on these human skills. PwC also reports that junior AI exposed roles are now 7 times more likely to require leadership and strategic capabilities that were once associated with senior positions. Automation is making execution abundant. Human judgment is becoming scarce, and scarcity creates value. This pattern appears across industries. In software engineering, AI can accelerate coding and testing, but humans remain responsible for architecture, security, integration, and business outcomes. In marketing, AI can generate content drafts. Humans determine brand positioning, audience strategy, and campaign objectives. In analytics, AI can process information and generate reports. Humans decide what action should be taken. Across industries, the pattern remains remarkably consistent. Routine generation increasingly belongs to machines. Strategic orchestration remains with humans. If you're finding value in this video, consider subscribing, Build the Dreamverse, and sharing it with your friends and colleagues. It genuinely helps the channel grow and allows us to continue creating research driven content like this. Of course, this transformation carries risk. As organizations demand more judgment and higher level thinking, the gap widens between workers who adapt and those who don't. Relying solely on routine execution becomes increasingly dangerous. Career resilience now depends on developing a different skill stack. AI fluency, prompting, evaluation, stakeholder management, leadership, communication, and decision making. Organizations share responsibility as well. Research suggests companies must invest in upskilling and create pathways that help employees transition from shrinking tasks into stronger professionalized roles. AI may change your tasks, it may change your workflow, it may even change your role. But the biggest change may be something few people are talking about. AI isn't just changing jobs, it's changing status. The future belongs to people who combine human judgment with AI capability. This is Build a Dreamverse, think better, build bigger.